Silk Road Cabaret, Respiced, is really grappling with a history of representation that is anything but self-representation.
Most of the material is written by non-Asian composers and authors. There's a sense of them describing somebody who is outside their experience, someone who is the other. And so those authors and those composers kind of create personas, some of which are rather accurate and some of which are kind of odd.
Because in everything Chinese, there is wisdom.
And mystery.
And you can never grasp it with two hands.
So there's a certain irony to this piece, and there's a kind of reclaiming by putting it in the hands of artists of Asian and Middle Eastern backgrounds.
Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so.
One of the most exciting things about working on the show is how eclectic the song list is, and the twist that we put on these songs by skewing them a little bit, or by the people performing them being of a certain race. It just puts this really interesting twist to the whole show.
And the fight it did begin with the aging Mandarin, and they fought with an extraordinary power.
We don't always get to express like our own voices, and in this, like, the songs were chosen with our voices in mind, as well as also telling the story of the Silk Road.
Some of the material is it's pointed, it's potentially racist, but the greatest challenge is working with everybody else in the ensemble to take the material and kind of put the spin on it so that everybody else can see what actually is out there that's written for people from the Silk Road.
With this kind of material, it's sort of reassuring to have such a diverse cast, because there are so many different nuances within the songs that we're singing and different issues racially, that you build a level of comfort with the people that you're working with.
There are so few roles to begin with that usually we're competing for the same one. And so it's nice to be able to come together and work together rather than, I don't know, compete.
This is exciting for me because being part of a tribe is always really satisfying, and I feel like I'm part of a tribe doing this show.
In many ways, we are honoring the original cabaret, which was entertaining and humorous, but also deeply ironic and political.
You've got to be taught to be afraid of people whose eyes are only made.
Ideas that are communicated to us through art can become wonderful guides, or they can become powerful sources of disinformation.
I really hope that people walk away with an understanding of how this material could be portrayed differently and why there's such a need for new material and for a voice for people from the Silk Road.
I feel like this show is a great way for me to express the love that I have for being just who I am.
If you've ever wanted to see a group of Asians sing country music before, if you've ever wanted to see a group of actors that you've probably never seen on stage together, and if you just want to be taken on this magical journey across the Silk Road, this is also the show for you.
Got my song.